Back again like we never left. Episode 26 of the RNS podcast. If you know, you know. Really nothing special podcast. We are really nobody special. And after 3 weeks, we are finally back together after some load management, a few DMPs. Finally back. Rick, how you feeling?
Hey man, one shot, one kill. What's the deal, baby? I'm out here.
Okay, bars. Mel, how you feeling?
I got nothing for that. I'm gonna stick to the same old me. Feeling good, feeling great. How you feeling, my brother?
Hey, I'm good, man. I can't complain. DJ, what's going on?
Hey man, we good in here. Episode 26. Shout out Clinton Portis, my guy, one of my favorite running backs ever.
Shout out CP, man.
And the team destroyed his career.
Yeah. Hey, like we said,
a real guy. Anybody from the DMV that ever met Clinton Portis, like would say, man, that's one of the realest dudes you can meet as like a athlete.
Cool ass dude.
Shout out to him for coming out of the league, to play basketball with everybody.
Yeah, my wife's dad, he used to play for the Skins, so she met Clinton Portis a lot, and subsequently she also had a crush on him. So I hate this nigga, low key, super low key.
Rick hates everybody.
Any famous black man Rick does not fuck with. Like it's just what it comes down to.
There's only two.
Only two.
Only two on the list right now.
And Clinton Portis right now.
Clinton Portis right now on Rick hits list.
No. Clinton Portis is cool though. Clinton Portis is cool.
When he's being your running back.
It was just when it was first said, I was like, you have your slight moment, and then you're like, all right, I'm over it,
Oh, just like how you
like slight moment of jealousy, like it's like a moment of clarity. You know what I mean?
Shout out CP, man.
Hey, the big dog. Shout out to you and Jamel. Shut the hell up, because I heard what you said when you said
it. Hey man, we got a bunch of story this episode. A lot of NBA playoffs, a lot of NBA in general for real. With some hell yeah, hell nah after that. Top five got a real cool top five. But before all of that, like we always do, DJ, hit him with a black fact.
All right, so this year, not this year, 1992. This day in 1992, End of the Road was released by Boyz II Men. They won a Grammy. They won 2 Grammys in 93 and Billboard Song in 92. Does anybody remember the movie? Anybody listening? Remember the movie when old boy was getting his ass whooped and they ended up killing him? And then at the end of the movie, it's a sad movie. End of the Road, just come on.
Not Coolie High.
It's not Coolie High.
It's not Coolie High. It's not Coolie High.
Not at all.
Do know that much?
What I can remember is the mother died early in the movie, and that's the best I could give you the description for it.
Every time
was it Lethal Weapon 3?
I associate End of the Road with that movie. I don't know why, but
why would they play Bad Boy? You had me confused. Lethal Weapon, bro? Seriously? No mamas died in Lethal Weapon.
No, it's not.
Hey,
how long ago was the movie?
I'll tell you what. DJ would have known if it was Lethal Weapon, because this man used to love Lethal Weapon movies.
Yeah, I was
so if it was Lethal Weapon 3, he would have.
You look like
he would have had it on the dot.
You look like a Donald Glover looking man.
That was my movie, man.
I'm getting too old for this.
Yeah,
I was a Beverly Hills Cop fan, bro. Beverly Hills Cop was my movie. That's
Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah.
Beverly
was a
Hills
good
Cop. Yeah.
Wiley.
I love Django. For reasons I can't say.
You
got the Eddie Murphy laugh.
You know what I'm saying?
I was not expecting that.
Eddie Murphy hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
Real, man.
Oh man.
Let's get started, man. So, what in the entire fuck is up with Scottie Pippen?
Yeah, you had it right.
Scottie Trippen.
Scottie definitely tripping, dog. So
Scott Trippen.
Scott be tripping. But he had the whole thing last week about LeBron would have beat the Bucks and KD and the whole LeBron over KD debate, which was kind of pointless. KD fired back in true KD fashion. Then over the weekend, he was on the Dan Patrick show. Scottie, that is. He was on the Dan Patrick show. pretty much implied that Phil Jackson's a racist, implied that Michael Jordan just said a lot, just his whole career, he did everything for the cameras and just nothing, like pretty much everything was kind of artificial with him, which some of that can be true, but he pretty much he's just not accepting any negativity, not holding any accountability for himself for everything. He has a book coming out, and that's why he has a lot of pub right now. He's going on his book tour, doing a lot of publicity, and he's just saying a lot of random shit right now. Like, what the fuck's going on?
I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Scott Pippen he's just pulling up from 30 with the accusations that he coming with right now. Like, first you go at KD.
That range.
Yeah, for real. He go at KD. He going at Stephen A. on the show. He texted Stephen A. on the show. You know what I mean? His talk about Phil Jackson. You know what? I wasn't in that locker room. I have no involvement with Phil Jackson, so I can't confirm nor deny if that's how Scottie felt. You know what I mean? This is the first time I would have guessed it. I mean, he did make his controversial comments towards LeBron when he hit him with the posse. He rolls around with his posse, so there was some coded language in the way he talked every once in a while. So, but I mean, all I can say is, man, don't let that book that's coming out, man, get you fucked up. Because he running his mouth a lot.
Man, if I was Jordan, I'll be playing Future all the time in front of Scottie. I'll be like, yo, Scottie, Gucci flip-flops, right? Gucci flip-flops, right? Yeah,
that's
okay.
That's the only person he ain't going at.
Yeah,
Larsa.
Yeah. Should be going at Future, but that's another story. But I'm just saying, Scottie Pippen is tripping, like on a whole entire different level, because I'm like, what's this for? At what point, like, dude, you was the one that didn't want to, that was in their feelings because you wasn't able to take the last shot. You was the one that kept saying you was injured. You're the one that's always complaining. Like, there's actual footage of that. Like, you need to take some kind of accountability for your actions. And where does this all come from? Like, why are you saying this now?
Yeah, like to KD's point, like he wasn't wrong when he came back at Pitt or Trip, but he is tripping though, Aaron. Like that's a good one, Scottie tripping. He like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like the Pippen, I mean the KD and LeBron argument. That's just silly and pointless. And then like, yeah, I mean it's just pointless. And then you got the. Like Rick said, I'm not gonna say that man is or is not a racist. I would have never thought so until he would have said anything. So I'm just gonna leave that one alone.
Yeah. In all seriousness, like he's tripping. He's saying a lot of BS. And to your point, don't know. We weren't in the locker room, like everything you guys said, but on the whole Dan Patrick interview, he seemed either drunk or off something. Like, not trying to be funny, he seemed either drunk or off something. I really I hope he's okay. Like, I hope he's in a good mental space right now. And it also seems like he's going through a midlife crisis.
Oh, with the little mini dreads. He got the
like
dreads.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
my man got the Wale.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's trying to look like he's looking like Wale right now. He looking like me right now. Like he looking like Wale. Like he was looking tore up on that Dan Patrick interview. Like, I hope he's okay. I hope he's in a good mental space. But he's tripping right now, dog. Like all this just because your book's coming out. I don't know.
Hey, Scottie was broke not that long ago. Like, I'm not not trying to speak on any man's money, but
quick question, because I've seen this on a few news outlets, ESPN, Fox. Do y'all think that his comments towards KD was really coded, and he was using KD to mask his feelings about Michael Jordan?
No, I don't think so.
With the comments that he made.
No, I don't think so.
I feel like
No, because what? Go ahead, Jamel.
no. I was just gonna say if we look more into what Scottie Pippen did with the comparison of KD and LeBron, it wasn't as critical, but at the same time, I don't feel like it was no coded language for like to throw a jab at Jordan in no shape or form. Because as much as he could probably despise Jordan, at the end of the day, y'all was probably one of the best, dynamic duos ever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, excuse me. But no, I don't agree. I wouldn't say that, Rick. I wouldn't say I don't agree, but I don't see it like that, because the way he said it was like just the way he worded it, it was kind of just really comparing the two. I don't really think it was any coded language, because
Right.
when he's like LeBron would have beat the Bucks, well, Jordan beat everybody, so like I don't feel like there's any comparison between Jordan or anybody there.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I'll make it quick. I didn't really think he was doing anything like coded to throw a sub at Mike. I just think a lot of stuff is what he's saying right now is BS. He's tripping, and he has a book coming out, so he's trying to get a lot of pub around that. But let's move on. Let's move on to the playoffs. So right now, Hawks up 20 against the Bucks with like a minute left. No Trey.
Minute left in the third.
Yeah, minute left in the third. Sorry, I didn't say in the third. Minute left in the third.
Oh, also,
What's Giannis stats? I want to know.
I just want to wait.
I'll
You can
find out
look.
what this top 10 player got.
I got you. I was
gonna say
no
you guys can look. So with that being said, they were down 2-1. Do the Hawks have enough to get past the Bucks? Not tonight, but for the rest of the series.
For the rest of the series, that's tough. I'm gonna say no. I think they may have reached as far as they can go. Now, I mean, they're playing well right now. They're at home. At the end of the day, and they've won away, but they're. The Sixers had some issues as far as injuries go, and Ben Simmons just deciding, hey, I'm not going to shoot the freaking ball today. So with the Bucks, I think it's a little different. I think Chris Middleton, I think Giannis, Drew. I think they're going to do enough to make it past them. I think they'll be fine. I think they'll definitely make it close. It might go to 7 games, but I think the Bucks are ultimately going to win. I think Trae Young is a phenomenal player, but I think they have figured out a way to kind of neutralize him a little bit. Like you're not going to stop him, but they figured out a way to at least make it a little bit more difficult than his past 2 series have.
Right. And to your initial point, I'm just going to say this: their best games, the Hawks, that is, are at home. Like they play way better at home. But DJ, I know you're about to say something. So
So I mean, Chris Middleton is struggling today. He needs overall he needs a better supporting class. He's 6 for 17 right now with 16 points. That's a little hard, but he has to take tough shots because he is the creator. Giannis, 7 for 10, 14 points, 8 boards. Is Giannis hurt, by the way? That's a question. Can the Hawks do it? Trae Young isn't playing right now. They're up 20. If the Hawks can get a game in Milwaukee, I think they can. I really do think they can. Just because their play style is the complete opposite of what the Bucks want to do. So if they can get the Bucks out of their game, yes. But that's if they can get the Bucks out of their game.
So real quick, yes or no? Are they going to get one in Milwaukee?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You did get past in the series. You got the Hawks.
Fuck it. Yeah.
That's the question.
There you go.
That's the question.
Hell
There you
yeah.
go.
Nah.
He had
Yeah.
to think about it. He had to
Yeah,
think about it for
You
a
do
second.
it.
He's like, yeah.
He's like, you know what? Fine.
I'll die on this bridge right here.
Yeah. But I stand by what I said. Chris Middleton, they might need to get Chris Middleton a better supporting cast.
Oh, you're funny.
Oh wow, Chris Middleton.
You're a funny Negro.
Wow. Okay.
First.
I feel like we can't sleep on the Hawks because at this point, we can't say the Hawks surprises. This is an actual good team that what's the word?
25.
I would say they like the whole entire playoff atmosphere is not too big for them. But they're showing that they have the maturity level and the coaching and the players to actually be in this form. They deserve to be here because every opponent that they face, they were supposed to lose to. They were supposed to lose to them, and they keep showing that no, they belong here. So I'm gonna go for the Hawks. I like what the Bucks do, but the Bucks always burn out around this time period. So
Nate McMillan is a hell of a coach.
but I will say this: like the Bucks are a nice. I'm not sleeping on them, but I don't know. I feel like it's in the Hawks' momentum in their favor right now. I feel like they on a run,
and especially if they close it out, and you have the confidence of we closed them out and we won big with them without Trey. You know what I'm saying? Like,
25
that's one of
right
those.
In the three.
So that's one of those like. That's not for just Trey because we always look at the stars having moments. That is a moment for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like this is something that we can do this without them. So when who knows? Like next game, it's about consistency. And next game, they can maybe show up and do the same thing and get that one steal in Milwaukee. What's up, DJ?
Giannis helped off court with apparent leg injury.
Okay, so that makes sense. That makes more sense. So Giannis needs a better supporting cast. But anyways, whatchamacallit?
With 7 minutes remaining.
No wonder Chris ain't shooting well.
7 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah, no wonder
he got injured in the first.
No wonder.
Hope Giannis is okay. I joke about Giannis a lot, but I hope he's okay.
Yeah. No, seriously. I give Giannis a hard time, but I know he works hard.
It really quick just because I feel like one, the Hawks team, not just Trae Young. Like I say Trae Young, but you got Bogdanovich, Gallinari is playing very well. John Collins is a killer.
Man, Kevin
Huerter has been killing. Like they have a phenomenal team. I mean, even Cam Reddish right now in 17 minutes has dropped 10 points. Like they're deceptively deep. I want to say that.
Don't forget about Capella getting those rebounds too.
Yeah, and Capella. He's
been getting
that's another name. I mean, no, not just getting boards, but he's been offensive boards. You know what I mean? He's been getting those putback opportunities, which is huge, and always finishing on the oop. But I say all that to say, the Hawks, I think they're a good team. I think they're also the recipient of, I call it that new coach feeling, that new coach smell. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because and the guy that comes to mind is when this happened when Byron Scott got fired from the Nets and Lawrence Frank came in and the Nets just went on a tear. You know what I mean? Like I think they went on like a 10, 15 game winning streak. Like they just went crazy, and this new fresh blood in Nate McMillan, because he's already a phenomenal coach. He's tried and true. He's done it with the Pacers. I think he used to, when he used to coach the Blazers. Like he's consistently been a great coach. And you put that energy into this young team, and you know what I mean. I think it's a little bit. They're playing a little bit above what they are. Think they're a great team, but that new coach is definitely driving them with that energy.
And to your point about that, when Nate McMillan played, he was a defensive guy. He was kind of a hustle, gritty kind of guy. So then you give a young team that sort of veteran 90s energy, like it's gonna add to your point.
So I was gonna say, I I feel like being a player too in that atmosphere, you know what like how the players feel in that instance. So you can kind of talk to guys on a different level for every avenue because he was a second round pick. So he could talk to the lowest guy on the bench to the star and be like, okay, in this atmosphere, this is what you are going to experience. This is what you need to be prepared for. And I feel like as a player, you're more receptive to a guy that actually did it at the highest level.
Exactly. And knows what he's talking about. Not just played it at the highest level, but is a student of the game. Like, because you to come from that era and be able to coach in this new era, that takes a student. That takes someone that's constantly trying to learn and develop new skills for himself. So kudos to him because he's definitely showing his basketball IQ.
Definitely. And he's coaching his ass off. On the flip side, Ty Lue's doing his thing with adjustments, coaching his ass off. Clippers got one last night, so the series isn't over. 3-2 Suns now. Can the Clippers overcome this? Are the Suns going to close this out? What do we think is going to happen?
I'm gonna go with the Suns closing it out. I just feel like CP3, barring no injuries or anything like that for him, knock on wood, because it happens to him. I feel like he's gonna try to close it out this game, or the following game that's coming up soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna rock with the Suns. For a lot of reasons, Jamel said, I think CP3 is just gonna have a game. But with that being said, I was never one that was disliking Paul George. I've always kind of still been a Paul George fan.
Why would you hate your brother?
This guy. But I'm kind of with DeMarcus Cousins. Like I think people forget, like, because he has struggled in key moments. But a lot of players shy away from doing that. And not only does he struggle in the moments, but he doesn't shy away from the camera. He comes right out and talks about his bad performance, knowing he's going to get trashed for it, and can't look at his phone for 2 days because of it. And he still goes out and talks to people. So, shout out Paul George. Just.
Even his bad moments, people still overplayed that. Like, it got to the point where last year in the bubble, Paul George, like, if you were just scrolled on your on Twitter, as soon as he missed a shot, the whole timeline is Paul George. As soon as he makes a shot, you don't hear it. It was just it's just waiting for him to fail. And then, like, it got to the point where now it's just corny as hell. And he's giving everybody he's played buckets so far. He got 41 last night in an elimination game. Like, we can, like, he missed two important free throws earlier in the series, and they got that crazy lob by Ayton. But it happens. And to your point, I never even thought about this, DJ. He's never shied away from it. He like, no matter what, he's ready the next time it comes up. Whether he makes it or misses it, he's always going to be there for that opportunity, and he's willing to accept the challenge.
Go ahead.
No, you got it.
I was going to say, PG, he was one of my favorite players in the league when he was on the Pacers, because Kobe was he was phasing out before he got injured in the Olympics. That was huge. Say all that to say, PG-13 is showing why people saw superstar potential in him right now. I mean, the games he's had, I saw Stephen A. It pissed me off so much. He was hating on the game where he had damn near a triple-double. He didn't shoot well, but I mean, like, had 15 rebounds, 8 assists, 27. Like, if you're gonna hate on that, man, you're a straight hater, bro. Like, right. Straight hater, because he killed it. I say all that to say, this series isn't over. This series could easily come down to Game 7. I mean, CP3, he's a great player. He has a track record of either getting injured or,
He addressed his track record too.
Huh?
He addressed his track record too.
Who, CP did?
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't hear him address it, but it's a track record for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And they both do. But right now, with PG playing the way that he is, as a 6'8", 6'9" shooting guard, you know what I'm saying, initiating the offense, if he's able to play this way for the rest of the series, I'm gonna have to go with the Clippers, especially with it's Bobby Shmurda out there killing people. You know what I'm saying? Fresh out of prison, and then my
I didn't think about it. I was like Reggie Jackson. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When did Reggie Jackson just decide overnight? Like, okay, I'm nice now. Like,
yeah.
Like when did I'm still trying to figure out when exactly that happened.
He went back to OKC days, man.
I feel like Reggie Jackson, he just has moments of spurts of where he's like, okay, today I'm gonna show the potential that I have. And the other days he's like,
he's been doing that for like he's like, look, for like 2 months ago, he's like, for the rest of the summer, I'm just gonna do everything I can to secure this bag. Like,
well, not only that, I think what I think we're seeing right now is with Kawhi Leonard being out, you no longer have anyone to eclipse the talent that the Clippers have. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I always mess up the Twins. Is it Marcus Morris on this team?
It's Marcus, yeah.
Cool. Marcus Morris, before he came over, he was killing it for the Knicks. I think he was averaging close to 20, 18 a game, something like that.
He was having a good year.
You know what I'm saying? Reggie Jackson was having some decent seasons as far as scoring the ball. And PG's PG. I mean, I think that 1 year in OKC, he was even a potential MVP candidate. I feel like Kawhi Leonard kind of eclipsed all that talent, and he drew all the attention, rightfully so. He's the champion on the team. He's a 2-time Finals MVP, a killer defensively. So he got first option looks, and then everyone else fell in line from there. I think now we're seeing how great PG still is and how much he still has left in the tank. Like, because this isn't just a one and done type thing. Like, he has a lot left in him. And we're getting to see what Reggie Jackson can do and what Marcus Morris can do and all these other players. We're getting to see what the others can do. And they have a lot of game in them, man. When they first came up with this team, man, we kept talking about how deep they were. We're getting to see that now with Kawhi out.
With the Clippers being home, I'm gonna say the Clippers win Game 6 with them being home. I'm not sure what's gonna happen in Game 7, and just like Rick said, the series isn't over. I feel like the Suns will probably close this out, and they still could Game 6. But the Clippers, for whatever reason, all playoffs, they've been a different team at home. So I'm gonna give them that. I know you're about to say something, DJ.
Let me ask you guys this. Kawhi tore his shit, dude.
Probably.
I'm starting to think so.
He did. I think
he did because he's not even down on the bench.
That joint swelled up like a balloon.
Like he can't move. That's why he's up in the box, because he can't move.
He did something. I won't say a tear just because we haven't heard word, but
it's bad.
It's definitely to the point where he can't move.
He's not coming back.
Like, he's not
coming back. Like, if they go to the finals, he's not gonna be there in the finals.
He's gonna be so limited.
They're covering up like they did KD.
I was about to say that. That's more of a reason why I think it is. There's some type of tear. I'm not saying it's ACL, it could be MCL, PCL. He tore
meniscus, something.
Yeah, he tore something is torn only because, like good. You said, we haven't heard anything. So I think right now he's trying to get second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth opinions right now. We
haven't even heard of progression.
Well, the day after,
like nothing.
The day before we go on to the Olympics roster, the day after it happened, there was multiple reports saying the Clippers feared he tore it, but that was the last report. Like, you didn't hear anything after that. They never said an injury after that.
And you know why else that happened? Because Kawhi don't like his shit being out. Just like when he was in his free agency tour, the teams that talk, they were automatically out. You know what I mean?
And he could be a free agent at the end of the year.
Right.
I was gonna say the last bit, it could be a slight tear, like a very finite tear, and they're saying like, yeah, if you play, you might not make it any worse, or they could say if you do play, you might tear it completely. So stay on.
Listen, hey, look, you remember KD, right?
Mm-hmm.
That could happen to you.
Right.
Hey, the calf muscle connected to the Achilles muscle. Shout out to Max Kellerman when he said that shit, because I felt the same way.
Mm-hmm. All that being said, no idea what's gonna happen in Game 6. It can really go either way. Fun series fun series because
yes,
like it's a really fun series. It can be 3-2 Clippers right now. Like it's there's a whole bunch of ways it can go. But so let's get on to the Olympics roster. So USAB, they announced their roster for the Olympics this summer. Just gonna go through all the names real quick. You got Bam Adebayo, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, KD, Jeremy Grant, Draymond Green, Drew Holiday, Zach LaVine, Damian Lillard, Kevin Love, Chris Middleton, and Jason Tatum. Any people you feel like that were in the pool, you could say anybody, but that were in the pool should have made it, or just people that are on the roster that shouldn't be there?
Kevin Love shouldn't be there.
Kevin Love shouldn't be there.
there's a few glue guys that are questionable, but they're glue guys. Like Jeremy Grant, it's questionable, but he's a glue guy.
Drew Holiday is questionable. Draymond's questionable right now.
I like Drew Holiday's defense though.
Yeah, Jeremy Grant. Those three names are on the team because they don't need the ball.
And Kevin Love is questionable.
Jeremy Grant can average 25 points a game and not have a play drawn for him.
Oh, I forgot. And KD is stupid because I would not like just because of the amount that you have to play already. You know, he already played into the playoffs, and now you're gonna go into the summer. Kobe pissed me off when he did it. I get it, the competitive spirit. Like I get it. But whatchamacallit, that I feel like that ruined Kobe's career when he played in the Olympics late in his career. And I would hate to see that happen to KD later in his career because he's already torn his Achilles, and that's one of the toughest injuries to come back. He's already defying odds.
To that point, I feel like he knows his body. Like I feel like he's smart enough that like he wouldn't put himself in that position. So if he feels fine, like I totally get what you're saying, and I hope this doesn't do that. But I feel like he knows his body, and KD in the Olympics, he can jog down the court and get 30 in 20 minutes. And
KD can drop 35 going 3-point line.
For KD, the ones in practice and scrimmaging very well could be harder than the Olympic Games. Not saying they will be.
I was about to say because
not saying they will be.
This ain't the 1992 Olympics.
No.
Oh no!
Canada,
It's gonna
Australia.
No. There's talented teams.
Wherever Luka at.
There's talented teams, and this is probably the most.
Don't forget about Spain. Spain's always been close.
Spain's always tough.
There's talented teams.
Lithuania is usually tough.
Puerto Rico's tough.
Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
France has a usually good roster. Sorry, Aaron.
There's talented teams. There's talented teams, and this is probably the most that every country in the world in the Olympics play similar styles, right? So I was thinking about this earlier. There's probably not going to be too many blowouts for that reason because everybody's sort of playing the same way around the world right now. So everybody's got to have the same concepts. Everybody's got to have the same idea. So you're not going to just see the USA dominate. But what I'm saying for KD is you have a whole bunch of other guys where he doesn't have to do the majority of the workload like he would in the NBA season. That's what I'm getting to. But to my point, or not to my point, but to answer the initial question, Kevin Love shouldn't be on the team. Kevin Love hasn't done anything in the past 2 years. And I like Kevin Love as a basketball player. He's a good dude, but he hasn't done anything the past 2 years, especially with a few of the things he's done on the court. Just fuck Cleveland. I'm pretty much doing a lot of things to just get traded. That shouldn't really earn your spot on the USA basketball team and represent the United States in the NBA when there's other people that are doing more things to represent their country.
The other problem I have with this team, outside of Damian Lillard, because he's a phenomenal point guard. I forgot Damian Lillard's on this team, but I would like to see another point guard that's a point guard, like someone that to distribute. I feel like they're kind of missing that. I get Draymond does that, but I would like a better ball handler.
Who would you put, Rick? Who would you like to see? Because it wouldn't be Chris Paul because he's too old. So who would you like to see?
I like to see young boy in there, man.
Who?
I like to see LaMelo or a player like that.
He's almost too young though.
Then what?
He's already been playing overseas.
Yeah,
he ain't gonna have no issue over there. He was in Australia.
I hear you, and I feel you. But usually the Olympic rosters are like a certain age and up.
What about?
I'm just saying I would take him over Drew.
What about
And he
Jamel
played,
or
and his defense ain't terrible. He played good defense. He passed the ball. Like he's not a player that's gonna be like that's gonna disrupt the offense.
And he's putting around a bunch of great players. Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
and I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, who knows about that? But it all depends on who was in the initial pool. Like it all comes about who was in the initial pool and they pick from that. It's not for USA basketball. They don't really just, I'm gonna get you. And also the guys that are in the pool, like the Stephs in the world, all these guys, they have to commit. So it's hard to pick somebody and say this person should have made it, because who knows if they were even in that position to be on the team.
Right.
So that's why it's always hard to say X player should have made it and this person. I can just tell you Kevin Love shouldn't be on the team, but I can't tell you who should. Well,
yeah, I'm about to say who
for Kevin Love, Julius Randle was in the pool. Like I know Julius Randle was in the pool. So I'm gonna say Julius Randle, but
yeah, it's easy money.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But as far as guards to replace Drew Holiday or somebody like that, I have no idea. But Kevin Love, Julius Randle, I think that could have and should have happened.
Even my guy, whatchamacallit, at power forward, I put Zion in there. Ain't nobody overseas stopping him,
right?
At all.
Don't nobody overseas ain't stopping that.
At all. They barely stopped him in the NBA. He averaged 27 this year.
Right. Let's get to hell yeah or hell nah. So like we always do, ask a few questions. Rick, what do we gotta do though?
Say it with your damn chest.
Say it with your chest. So Rick, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you. Bob Johnson, founder of BET, and the first Black billionaire, by the way, pushing to the government for a 14 trillion reparations proposal. Should the government give out these reparations?
You know what, man? I'm going to give a phenomenally unsurprising hell yeah. One, because it was promised. I feel like 40 acres and a mule came from somewhere. I heard it from somewhere. But I mean, if we want to break it down, we got slavery, we got Jim Crow, we got the KKK, we got mass incarceration, we got drugs being pumped into our communities. Just to name a few. So yeah, I'm gonna say hell yeah. And if correct me if I'm wrong, I believe the Jews got paid out after the Holocaust. We had a massacre that happened over here, or what's it called, a genocide that was happening over here in the U.S. and it just so happened to be Americans weren't considered Americans back then. You know, we were considered less than that. Had to deal with it. Huh? 3/4 or 3/5?
1/4.
Yeah, of a person. You know what I mean? So 3/5. Yeah, 3/5. Yeah, 3/5 of a person. And so we weren't even considered human. You know, that's how bad it was over here. So I would have to say hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay. So how about Rick? You asked me this one since it's the one for me.
Oh, gladly, brother. Gladly.
Appreciate you.
I got you.
I appreciate that, my brother.
ESPN and other news outlets have felt the need to bring up Chauncey Billups was accused for sexual assault in 1997 after some Twitter users brought it to the Portland Trail Blazers' attention. The Portland Trail Blazers fan base. When I asked, is this fair to be brought up at this point in time for Chauncey Billups? Hell yeah or hell no?
I'm gonna say hell yeah. I'm gonna say it is. Even just because it was an allegation, and even though he wasn't formally accused or charged or anything or convicted, like that, he was just accused of it, I think it's fair because it's 2021. No matter what, that's what people do. They're gonna look back and find your history on something, and everything in the dark always comes out in the light, especially in this day and age. So for that reason, I think it's fair to at least bring it up if this is what he wants. I don't know. Nobody really knows whether, I mean, he was just accused, so I'm assuming he didn't do anything, and I believe the story. I believe that he didn't do anything, but the only two people that know is Chauncey and the accuser.
And Ron Mercer.
And Ron Mercer. So
sorry.
Yeah, right. And so only three people know for sure. That being said, I say, hell yeah, it's fair to at least bring it up and bring it in the light just because it's 2021. Not just because it's 2021, but you guys get what I'm saying. It's 2021. No, it's going to happen.
I got you.
Yeah. So DJ and Mel, last one. Gabby Thomas posted the second fastest time ever in the women's 200 U.S. Olympic trials. Sha'Carri Richardson posted one of the top 10 fastest times in history during the women's 100-meter Olympic trials. Are women becoming fast enough to become co-head competitors in the Olympics?
No disrespect. Hell no. The reason why I say that is because if you look at the qualifying times for the Olympics for male to female, the male qualifying times they even qualify for the Olympics is still ahead of their best time. So until I feel like their qualifying times are the exact as men and they can keep reaching that aspect, then yes. But at this moment, no disrespect, ladies, y'all fast as hell. Y'all faster than me, but hell no, you're not there yet. But y'all definitely deserve your due respect, because if you know track, women's 100-meter, 200-meter, and their relay is always exciting. They always have one of the best races in the Olympics. So shout out to them, but nah, they're not there yet. No disrespect.
I will say this, as a whole, no. Individually, yes. Because there's like the second fastest time ever. So yeah, she could probably that. I'm not saying that'll be the second fastest time within the male group, but that'll be, she won't finish last.
She has the second time fastest ever for a woman in a 200.
Right, but so I'm saying that at least put her in the field. She won't finish last. She won't finish 8. She'll probably finish like 4, 5, 6, but she won't finish 8.
Bro, we could go down the stat sheet and I can show you that she'll do okay.
One of the top fastest times in history.
Top 10 fastest in history, and the other one had the fastest in history for the 200 meters.
Yeah, the other one was women's. The other one's history.
I understand that, but I'm just saying.
So I'm saying individually, she can run with the big dogs.
Bro, okay.
Should we give them the choice, Jamel? Individually, should we give them the choice? Like my girl from what was it, Love and Basketball? She was trying to taper stuff down so she could get out there. Should they allow them individually on a case by case basis?
If you want to do that, if you want to do that to yourself, but I feel like that's limiting yourself as an athlete. Why? What's the point? What are you going to improve by that? That's just my thing. Like, I understand that we're trying to make certain things is like, oh, I'm as good as such and such. Yes, you're an amazing athlete. What's the point of competing against a male? What's that going to prove? That's just my thing. I say be great in your own individual aspect and be the best woman of the world and take that as a crown.
I will say this. I think if somebody like, for example, Gabby Thomas or Sha'Carri Richardson, I think if they were able to compete, and let's say they don't even place, let's say they get in 8 racers, let's say they get 5th or 6th. I think to that point, they'd be considered the best female. Like I feel like they'd be off rip, like no matter what they have. But before we go on, shout out to these two ladies. Yes. Give them their flowers. They top fastest, second fastest time ever, top 10 fastest time ever in women's history in the trials. Like crazy numbers, and I'm excited to see them in the Olympics.
My thing is, I'm not knocking them down if they got fifth. I'm just saying, I'm more hyped when they just win their race and they get first place. And like you said, the 10th fastest time of all time. Like, if she got fifth place, nobody would care. But like, since she did that in the women's heat, we're talking about it right now. That's all I was saying.
Really quick, the overachiever that Gabby Thomas is. We talking about. She studied neurobiology and global health at Harvard University as an undergrad, and won 22 conference titles across her 3 years of athletics. Six different events, setting the school and Ivy League record in the 100 meters, 200 meters, and the indoor 60 meters. So shout out to that hard working Black woman. She is killing it.
Shout out.
At all.
Sports athletes have no free time. So shout out to her.
I mean, and at Harvard.
No, her major. forget being at Harvard, her major.
Yeah, but and at Harvard. Neurobiology at Harvard. Like, god dang.
Yeah.
Like, that's the major you want to pick. Like, you could have went for something easier, but she definitely went for something that she loves. So shout out to her.
Definitely. Let's get this top 5. So
let's get it.
This week's top 5. So before I say it, there's been a lot going on about just T-Pain, and I think people have forgot about T-Pain. There's a story going on. I'm not going to go into the whole story, but pretty much there was a point where Usher told T-Pain he ruined music. Like there's a story T-Pain came out and that he ruined music. So that being said, this episode's top 5 T-Pain songs, because we got to give this man his flowers. We got to give this man his due.
Yes, sir.
So I have the first pick. DJ has second. Mel has third. Rick, you have fourth. When it's your turn, Rick, you have 2 picks.
Facts.
So you can't rhyme mansion in Wisconsin and not get the first pick. So I'm going Can't Believe about T-Pain.
Okay. In Love with a Stripper.
All right, give me a second.
I'm in love with a stripper.
I'm in love with a stripper. Okay. Mel, your pick.
Bartender.
I was hoping that would go.
Yeah, like I picked Can't Believe It. I was like, the songs I'm gonna pick, like I'm not gonna get them back. They're too good. Rick, you got 2 picks.
Okay. I'm gonna get I'm in Love with a Stripper remix. Just because R. Kelly said I want to, what did he say? I want to drop a knee to that booty, something like that. He said, I'm trying to marry that joint. I'm gonna rock with that.
Are we gonna allow that squad?
Is that allowed? Tell me if it's allowed. If it's not allowed, I got something else.
I approve it.
I don't want to approve it just for the fact of R. Kelly. That's the only reason why I don't. That's the reason why I don't want to approve it.
It's better than O.J. Simpson.
You can go ahead.
So we had to bring him up. We almost made it. But all right, whatever.
No, cool.
Keep it.
No. I'll do another one. It's fine. No. Seriously, it's fine.
I already have it written down. It's fine, man.
Okay. You already took Bartender. I'm gonna buy you a drink.
I was surprised that wasn't your first pick.
I know, right?
Mel, your pick.
Can you get that thing open yet?
Nah, man, this is my first time using this new contraption.
He's struggling over there.
Take the plastic off.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, bro. Are you serious right now, Rick?
Oh man, I messed up. I got it. I didn't already drink a bottle.
I'm gonna go with Tipsy.
Yeah, that's what I am.
Oh, you beyond that.
Hey, Rick, you got to take the plastic off the thing, man.
Oh no, it worked.
Yeah, but it's a lot easier if you take the plastic off.
DJ,
that's fair.
I'm sprung.
I might have gotten all the way there before me.
Right. I'm surprised I got it on the way back, honestly.
She had me doing dishes the other night.
We're doing features too, right?
Yeah, features are allowed.
I'm going Shoddy Plies featuring T-Pain.
Ooh. Ooh. That's a heavy one.
I'm gonna go I'm So Hood.
That's another great one. God, you hit some smash hits right there.
Come on, man. That's what I do.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Good Life.
Okay.
That's a really good one. There's no wrong answers here.
Yeah, I was about to say there's
all fire.
There is no wrong answers.
I'm up or no?
Your pick. Yeah,
your pick. I'm surprised it survived it. Blame it on the alcohol.
Okay.
Yep.
Rick, you got 2.
Two. Who was your first pick?
Me?
Yeah, who was your first pick?
Can't believe it.
I thought so. You know what? Shout out to my high school senior year girlfriend in the beginning, chopped and screwed. She had me chopped and screwed during that time, so I got to put that on there.
Made me feel so old right there.
That was gonna be college. That was gonna be my next
whole team.
Yeah, I had to put that on there. And then let me get I'm a gamble. I'm a gamble right now. No, I'm not. I'm gonna pick Kiss Kiss.
Okay.
You say Kiss Kiss?
I'm glad I didn't now. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't now because I just saw Jamel and DJ in face. I'm glad I didn't gamble.
It's like that lovey-dovey.
That kiss.
Mel, your pick.
Man, we was in college cranking that shit.
Hell yeah. Rick took 2 of my picks.
Great. I'm glad. That makes it even better. Only way it could have been better is if I took 2 of DJ's picks.
Damn, asshole.
You my OG.
Oh, shoot. Then, you know, I'm going to go with...
Respect.
I'm going to go with All I Do Is Win.
Damn, man.
That's a great one. Great one.
DJ, your pick.
Oh, that is the up-down one. Damn you.
Got money.
Got money.
Oh, you talking about for me?
You know what? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 2-step remix because T-Pain killed that.
2-step.
He did kill that joint.
2-step remix, and then this is my last pick.
Remix.
I got all right, so I'm gonna pick between 2. I'm gonna go Boss by Rick Ross.
Ooh, that is a smash, bro.
Maybach Music Part 2.
Okay. That is a smash.
That's another smash.
It wasn't what I was even gonna go with, but I saw it and I was
that's
like,
a good
ooh.
one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Mel, your pick.
Is this my last pick?
Yeah.
Shit. I had a couple picks, but I'm gonna go with one of my favorite artists back in the day, Ludacris featuring T-Pain, One More Drink.
That's a good one. I remember that song. Dog, how crazy is your catalog that you can do this?
For real.
And we're still missing hits.
Oh, bro, we're missing one big hit.
It's hits that I'm looking, I'm like, oh my God.
Last pick.
I got the last pick.
Yeah.
Rick, just pick Low. Flow Rider featuring T-Pain.
I'm looking at that right now, Jamel.
So there's Low.
There's
there's all the above.
There's all, yeah. I was gonna say there's a bunch. There's There's a bunch of songs.
Oh my God.
You got I'm a Flirt. That Monster made that song.
You and that. You and that.
I can't do two monster hits from the Monster.
You got Up Down. You got Church. You
No,
got.
I don't have Up Down. Someone already took Up Down. Someone already got money.
Bag of Money.
Bag of Money.
Freeze featuring
I
Chris
don't think
Brown.
anybody has Up Down.
Nobody has Up Down.
Well, all I do is win.
No, that's
Up,
yeah. No,
down,
Up
yeah,
Down.
that's not Up Down.
No. Up Down is
No.
B.O.B.
Booty work.
They could
Booty
go
work.
up, down.
Okay,
Oh,
that one. Yeah.
the other one's Booty
My
Work.
bad. Booty work. Which one is the one where you go left cheek, right cheek?
Welcome to my hood.
Booty work. That's booty
That's
work.
booty
That's
work?
Yeah.
Ooh, Out of My System with Bow Wow.
I know, bro. There's so many
Let
left.
Rick pick, man. Let Rick pick.
He's like, stop helping him. Yeah, clock is ticking, bro. Come
Clock
on.
is ticking. But
My bad. I can't pick the one from the Monster again because I already did the I'm in love with a stripper remix, so I can't do two R. Kellys. That's just wrong. But
Tick, tick, tick.
I'm gonna go all the above.
all the above. Okay. So ones we didn't say are the ones you said. Out of My System, I was gonna say that one, DJ. Cash Flow, Ace Hood. There's a bunch of DJ Khaled the ones that we forgot.
Yeah.
Welcome to
A
My
bunch of
Hood.
DJ Khaled. Welcome to my hood.
Welcome to my hood.
Welcome to My Hood. There's a bunch of DJ Khaled ones.
We got I'm so hood. Bag of Money.
Yeah. But yeah, any other ones we want to shout out before we close?
I mean,
this
bro,
out?
there's too many to name.
Freeze, Chris Brown. I was gonna name that. Oh,
Shorty
Yeah,
Loose.
I named that early. I was going to just say from what? From 05 to 2012, a T-Pain feature.
Monster.
Song.
Killed everything.
Killed everything.
like that's all you needed.
Everything.
That's all you needed was a T-Pain feature. You were going number one. Like you were gonna have a hit. You're gonna be set for life. If you don't, hey, I know y'all remember MTV Jams. Do y'all remember
A song
Trippen?
without him.
Yeah, that too. Trippen, the group was called Melage.
Yes, I do.
featured T-Pain,
Yes, yeah,
Trippen.
yeah.
That was my shit. My summer going into like my sophomore year.
Hey, question: do y'all remember Rock City?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro,
Another one.
that was one of my
Another one.
favorite.
Those two songs ran MTV Jams.
Hey,
Rock
Losing
City,
It.
Losing It, and
Yeah.
that one Melage song ran MTV Jams.
But when it, like you said, man, I you know what, man, take it back. When that man Ron Manson with Wes Canson,
With Wisconsin,
like he
the number one
killed
pick right
that
there.
song, like that album. Ooh, I can't like this shit was just. Oh my god,
bruh, I
Back
remember
in the
he-
T Wayne
I
days.
remember hearing that song and like
was that
But that's-
T Wayne?
that song was
T-Wayne.
stuck. That song was stuck in my head for like 3 months. Like like T-Pain
that
ran
shit.
shit.
Dog,
Man.
yo, if you play T-Pain, that's my whole entire college
Right.
life right there.
That's
So
sick.
so
Like I said, shout out to that damn chick from high school. She got me for some bread too, cause she got caught up in some stuff, man. But that damn officially been chopped and screwed. I'm trying to tell you, Shorty had me chopped and screwed, bruh.
If you want to know this story, make us sign up for a Patreon, and Rick will have his Rick hour. And explain.
Sign up for a Patreon. I got a story. I'm Biggie Smalls. I got a story to
This man got
tell.
a story to tell.
so hey, to wrap it up, I
Got me good.
Can't Believe It. Shoddy by Plies. I'm So Hood by Khaled featuring everybody. Two-step remix, DJ Boss by Rick Ross featuring him. DJ got I'm in Love with a Stripper. I'm Sprung. Good Life by Kanye. Got Money by Wayne. Maybach Music by Ross featuring him. Mel got Bartender. Tipsy. Blame It on the Alcohol. Jamie Foxx and him. All I Do Is Win. Khaled. Snoop him. One More Drink. I'm gonna say something like once we get off about that. But Rick, I'm in love with a stripper. Mel knows what I'm about to say.
Remix.
Buy you a drink.
I'm in love with
Chopped and
Stripper
screwed.
remix.
Kiss. I'm in love with stripper remix. Sorry, remix. We counted that one. Buy you a drink. Chopped and screwed. Kiss, kiss. All the above. Man, don't ever let anybody tell you that T-Pain ruined music. T-Pain
Yo.
changed music.
And I just missed one. Oh my God,
What
she
is it?
got it. Two Pistols featuring T-Pain. She
Yeah.
got it.
Classic.
Yo, monster hit.
That was a classic.
Pistols,
That was a
though.
classic.
Dude,
That was a
when he had
classic.
the Justice League do the production.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Mhm.
Justice League used to be like crazy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
man. Shout out T-Pain, man. That's a good way to end the episode, man. That's a really good way to end the episode. Like always.
Yeah.
Like always, make sure you follow, like, subscribe, retweet, comment, all of that. Twitter at the RNS Podcast, Instagram RNS.podcast. Really Nothing Special Podcast on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you want to find it. Google, do your Googles, do all that stuff. Like, retweet, like I said, share, tell a friend, tell your mom, tell a cousin, comment, retweet, review, give us a 5-star review on Apple.
Bars.
Do what you gotta
Bars.
do to help us
Bars.
because we are helping you.
Boom, 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 boom. Aaron went off on that one. Bars, bro. Bars.
All I can say is Tiana Taylor, you better Google me, baby. And if you want to hear some unrated shit that goes on in my head, make us do a Patreon because I got some stuff. I'm trying to tell you, boy. I ain't rap too tight. So if you want to hear what I really got to say,
I think
Yeah.
I think you gave them the wrong idea with that last ending, Rick. I don't want this Patreon anymore, to be honest. We can do that.
We worked too hard.
Shit.
We worked too
I got
hard
some-
to start this
hey.
podcast, bro. Nope.
if you want to hear what Uncle Rick really got to say, if you from the Berg, you know Ronnie Jacobs, baby.
Man,
Holla at me.
wrap this up.
Yeah, you wrap this up before Rick
Close
get
this
wild.
out.
And y'all be worried about me.
Boy, no, we're not.
Oh.
Yo, you're second. He's first.
Hey, I'm a bottle and a half of wine in.
You need
This ain't even Henny Rick.
End button.
This wine down slick.
Hit the
You need to
end
wind
Holla at
down,
me.
leave. You need to wind down.
Anybody
that
else
end button.
anything to say?
We out.
We out.
Yeah.
We out.
Yeah.